Hello and welcome back to Big Bad Bard Plays Enter the Gungeon. So, let's see, we did the Hunter, let's do a run as the Marine. And, let's see, so we've got a pretty basic goal of trying to kill the Dragon and kill the Marine's past. We did talk to this guy. Okay, so we need to talk to him in the Gungeon. And I'll admit, I just forgot to go down to the elevator shaft on the second floor on that last run. But I'll try to remember it on this one. Hi. Sorry when my dogs just ran up to say hello to me. Hey, buddy. Okay. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've played the Marine, but really I know it's only been, a couple runs. I've been doing these in a rotation, as I'm sure you could tell, just to make sure I'm not playing the same character over and over and over again. Maybe if maybe if I reach a point where I have all the past killed for, everyone but one character, then maybe I'll spam out a couple runs with that character to just try to complete their progression. But for right now, I'm just going to be going in rotation around the starting room in the breach, just Marine, Pilot, Convict, Hunter. Oop, okay. Now there should be, there's a water barrel right here. This is also going to be our fireplace room. I can just tell based off the generation of it. Yeah. Do we want to go to the oubliette? Maybe. Probably. The Marine's one character I don't mind doing the oubliette with, without finding a weapon better than his starting gun. I just feel like his starting weapon's pretty okay. And mostly that comes from the accuracy of it. It doesn't have a whole lot of spread between the shots, and then the increased ammo capacity on the clip is very helpful. Gives you, I believe, 10 shots. And I want to say the next highest is maybe the Pilot with 7 or 8. And then the Hunter, I think, has 6, and the Convict has 5. Oh, come on. I'm just going to blank that. I want that key. Okay, well, it still took damage, but I think it's okay. I really wanted that key just so we can go down to the oubliette and potentially still open a chest on this floor without having to get too lucky and get multiple key drops. We got an unopened chest here with the flare gun. That's fine. It's not the best gun. It's a single shot, as you can see. It does set enemies on fire. Let me tell you, the hip holster makes this weapon really pop off. Every time you go to reload with it, so basically after every shot it fires an extra shot in the time that it takes you to reload. So you may have to wait a second longer for it to reload, but you end up getting an extra shot in there. So we have table tech sight, we have a key, armor. I'm not real interested in the table tech, but I might get that key. Lazy teleport, I know. It saved me maybe 2 seconds. Unless it ended up costing me seconds, and then that's fine. This is no speed run. Not even close. I don't know. I like taking games kind of slowly at first. Just enjoying them. That's what they're there for. I don't know if the flare gun can crack secret room walls. I don't know. We might get another weapon on this floor just from the chest or maybe the boss. Okay. And if we don't get any other weapons besides the flare gun, then I'm not too worried about finding the secret room. We only have one blank. We might have to end up using that on the boss. So I don't know, if I don't find the secret room, it's not that big a deal. I'm not that great at finding them anyways. I basically know to look in the elevator room after the boss, and the shop, and the item rooms. Anything beyond that, it's really just kind of lucky if I happen to find it. I'm sure eventually I'll pick up on what rooms tend to spawn secret rooms more often, if it is like that. Oh, I did find it. So yeah, I'm gonna blank this. Just, okay. Got an armor out of it, not bad. We've got 2 brown chests. I think I'm just gonna break these. And we are gonna go down to the oubliette. After fighting the boss. I'm gonna go to the oubliette, I'm gonna pick up the key from the shop. So that I can open a chest on the oubliette without needing to buy another key. Unless, I mean, it's possible that this will give me a key, but wow, it gave me nothing. Both chests just blew up in my face. Okay. And we are fighting the Trigger Twins. So I'm just going to use the flare gun for this fight. I don't know, I like damage over time. Just because it gives you value when you're not actually doing anything. So, Shades is almost dead. Oh, get dodged, son. Oh, no. And I could have blanked that, too. That was just my mistake. Alright, well, there's one of the Trigger Twins down. This other one is on fire. I like that it one-shots the basic enemies. It takes a second, but the fire kills them off very quickly. Okay. Alright, easy enough. Took 1 hit of damage. That's 1 hit more than I really should have taken, but that's alright. We got the Brick of Cash, Secrets of the Masons. So this reveals secret rooms. Unfortunately, the way that it does it is pretty subtle. Let me go up here, let me grab the key from the shop, and we'll go up to the oubliette. Yeah, it's pretty subtle how it shows you the secret rooms. There's a tiny little, I guess, brick of cash. A tiny little money man that will show up right next to where the secret room entrance is. So if you're paying attention in every room, you'll find it. But it can be easy to overlook. It's pretty small. So we've got the oubliette. I'm going to save the flare gun. I know that the Blobulon is immune to fire that's on the ground, like the convict... I'm sorry, not Blobulon, Blobulord, boss of this floor. Is immune to ground-based fire attacks, like the convict's Molotov cocktail. I want to try the flare gun against it, just to see if he's still immune to that fire as well. Because it's possible that it's not. It's just immune to the fire from the Molotov, because it overrides the fire and oil from the Molotov with its own blood trail. Little trail of blood. Alright, this floor, it's going fine so far. Haven't really run into too much trouble. It's all been going very smoothly. We're just a couple rooms into it, though. Ooh, don't run into their bullets. Oh god, I hate those dark red, or... yeah, I hate those guys. The kind of ashy, darker... I don't really know how to describe those, but the ones that shoot out in a very tight spread. So we got Snowballer, Little Bomber, and a key. Out of those three, I'm probably most interested in the key. Little Bomber, I don't mind it if I got it from a chest, but I'm never gonna buy that thing from the shop. I just don't like it enough. The clip size isn't very good. It takes forever to charge up to a fully charged shot. And the damage is only okay. Snowballer, yeah, I like the slowdown. the frost effect from it, but again, it's only okay. It doesn't do a ton of damage. I'd rather get like the Glacier, which is a gun that shoots out giant ice cubes, and those ice cubes explode on contact, which will blow up bullets from the enemies. So I would much rather prefer that. Okay, so this, you can see the chest is kind of moving a little bit. That is a Mimic. I'm gonna light him on fire. Screw you, Mimic. Come get me. Okay. Now the Mimic will drop either a passive or active item or a gun, and then that will let us know what's in the other chest. So it dropped a gun, so that means the other chest we really do want to open. It's going to have probably a passive but maybe an active item in it. Okay, so I just realized I was not paying attention for the brick of cash. I'll try to keep an eye out for it, and then if I don't see it as we're just clearing out the rest of this floor, then maybe I'll go back and look for it. Because it can be worth it, especially if you have leftover blanks at the end of a floor. Or if there's blanks for sale in the shop. Usually I feel the secret room is going to be worth however much a blank costs, which is 20 something maybe. You could find a chest, you could find multiple chests, you could find, I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff you can get in the secret rooms. Okay, whew. I wasn't expecting this log to be back yet. So we've got the boss room here. I'd still like to find the other treasure room before we fight the boss. Oh, this room looks kind of like hell. Luckily, these dudes are throwing out poison. So that was actually pretty helpful. Alright, yeah, these guys saved my life against those shotgun bullies. Just by laying down their poison. Are there two of them there? No, just one. It looked... That sprite looked a little weird. It kind of looked like there were two enemies stacked up there. Alright, we're gonna get that. It is the Cartographer's Ring. Some rooms are familiar. Some floors are familiar. Yeah, sometimes reveals the floor. So you have a chance to, when you go down to the next floor, it will be revealed. But it's only a chance. Okay, so in the bottom right there, you see the little guy. He's got his eyes open right now. That is what we're looking for Brick of Cash. So I know that there is a secret room adjacent to this room. Come on, get out of there, die. Alright, let's just do this. We got a green chest. The green chest is not a Mimic. So I'm going to go over here, grab a key, and open that. And when it comes to secret rooms and other chests that generate on the floor, they don't follow the one chest has a gun, one chest has a passive or active item. Like the chests that generate in this kind of room. So like this one and this one. One of them was guaranteed to be a gun, one was guaranteed to be not a gun item, so a passive or an active. Yeah, I don't really care for this shot bow, but it's doing okay. It works for right now. What that means to me is it probably won't work very soon later on, but it's working okay for this minute, so I'll just keep using it. It's only got 80 ammo. I would like to just kind of blow through that. It's kind of a habit I have with guns I don't like to use but are okay for the time being, is I'll just kind of use out the ammo so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to try to consider it as a weapon later on when I'm thinking, oh well, I've only got this much ammo for this gun and this much for this gun. No, I'll just use up all of the mediocre ammo at once so I don't have to worry about it. That's kind of why I was using the Gungeon Eagle for a minute there. Just to use up a gun that I don't know how much value I would get out of otherwise. And then it saves ammo for like the flare gun so I can fight the boss with it. It saves ammo on Well, I guess I was gonna say the starter pistol, but that's unlimited ammo, so that's moot. Okay, do we have any other rooms on this floor? Just the old crest room. Alright, so for this boss fight, let's try the flare gun. If that doesn't work, maybe I'll just switch to the shot bow. It does catch him on fire. Get caught on fire! Okay. The fire isn't doing a ton of damage, but it's doing okay. I could not see myself behind the enemy health bar there. That was a little scary. Okay. Fight's going okay. I took one bad hit. It's just against that little smiley face bullet collection. I don't know. That one that hit me it felt like it was moving weird. Felt like it was moving slow and in the wrong direction. So, I don't know. Maybe if I had just paid a little bit more attention before trying to dodge through it, I would have not taken a hit. But I did not. So I want to make a comment about this guy's attack where he breaks into blobs and how he has not done it yet, but I'm worried that as soon as I say it, he's going to do it and extend the fight by, another 5 seconds that it doesn't need to be. But that's cool, he didn't. I think it was the last episode I fought Cannon Balrog and was complaining about bosses with an invulnerability phase, and I just don't like them. I think it's a way of kind of artificially increasing the time of the boss fight without really increasing anything else. It doesn't really make it more difficult other than it just takes longer. There's no other real benefit to the boss fight besides it just takes longer to finish because the boss goes invulnerable. Yeah, it creates a little bit more challenge because there's usually bullets flying around in that period. But I don't know, it's annoying to me. So what do we want to use here? We'll switch back to the shot bow. And actually, before I forget, we've got a guy waiting down here for us. Okay, let's talk to him, see what he needs. Hey there, I was starting to fix this thing, but I'm going to need some parts to get it working. These bullet elevators leave a lot of debris in their wake. I need to clear some out of the way. To do that, I'll need 3 blanks. Okay. We could probably get you a couple blanks. That's something that we can likely just buy out of the shop if we end up not having enough. So I want to do this room, but I want to wait until after we drop off the old crest. Okay. Easy fight. What do we want to use this ammo on? Maybe the flare gun? The shot bow, it's doing alright. Maybe I should respect it a little more than I am. Because I want to say it's not going to be worth, getting ammo for it, because I'm not going to be using it after it's out of ammo. But if it's doing okay, and it really seems to be, it's 1 to 2 shotting most enemies. I guess the real judge will be if I find, like, one of the lead maidens, or another enemy like what's the big dude called? The gun nut? I think that's what they're called. Oh, come on. So I was going to try to push the table and just use it as a cheesy cover. Okay. Sneak up to the sniper. And that one. Okay. So we got 6 shots left in the shot bow. That'll take out a couple enemies. That'll clear out this wave at least. Okay. It's one room. Ah, secret room is right here. So here's the thing. We can use a blank and open the secret room, but then we won't have a blank for the elevator guy. So I'm gonna wait on that until we see the shop. That was a little scary, I'll admit. Okay, let me just kind of dodge down here, pick out another weapon. I don't want to use the rad gun just yet. I kind of want to open the boss fight with that, just because it gets ammo based off of an active reload similar to the Cog of Battle. Only in the sense that it reloads like the Cog of Battle reload. Oh, okay, so I definitely want this chest. Not a mimic? Not a mimic. So I definitely want to open that chest. I don't really care about the other chest. So let's go to the shop, or I guess we'll have to find the shop still. But as soon as we do, let's check out the shop, try to get a key, try to get... really, I guess 2 blanks. One so I can open the secret room, and then... wow! Okay, so we need 2 keys now, and 2 blanks. One to open the secret room, and one to open the elevator guy for us. Alright, so we're gonna get the key, we know that. We're gonna get the blank, we know that. Oh man, so I'm just gonna pop this. That is incredible. The blood brooch. It's cursed, which is a little bit of curse is fine. Lot of bit of curse is bad. A little bit of curse is fine. Blood brooch. Let's just read what it says here, and then I'll tell you what I know it does. What music they make. This sinister brooch was once worn by an unlucky inhabitant of the dungeon who used it to draw health from wounded enemies. There is a curse upon it, however, and the cost may not be worth the benefit. So what it does is it gives you not really lifesteal, but it does allow you to heal after you deal a certain amount of damage to enemies, which is awesome if you have a lot of heart containers. And okay, so I want to go back and do this room still. And we need to go back and get that, and we need to go back and get that, and we need to go back and do this. So let me do this first. Basically, if you have a lot of heart containers, you can heal them up during the fight, as long as you're not taking more damage than you're dealing out. Okay, so you can clear the way. Then I'll need some replacement parts. Can you bring me 120 credits and 3 keys? Yes, I can, but not right now. Not on this run, I can't. Alright, so let's go back here to this challenge shrine. Dark energy permeates this shrine. Yeah, we're gonna stick around. Alright, so we've got the first task done for the elevator on this floor. We've got the Abbey of the True Gun open. And actually, with Brick of Cash, usually in the Abbey, the secret room has something kind of special inside of it. It did not, I think the one time we successfully found it in there on these recordings. But usually there is a guy with a treasure chest in there, and he just asks you a nonsense question and then gives you the treasure chest. So it's definitely worth going down there to... well, I mean, it has the same odds of being garbage of an item as any other treasure chest you're gonna open. Wow, I am taking bad damage. And we got a blue chest out of it, though. There might be something useful in it. What do you got? Some sort of bullet modifier. Zombie bullets. Unfinished business. Occasionally refunds ammo when bullets miss. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, so there's HP there. I still need another key, which the shop cannot provide me with. I still need another blank, which the shop can and will provide me with, should I need it. And that blank is just to open up the secret room. And the secret room could have anything in it. It could have another red chest, which would be awesome. It could have a black chest, which would also be awesome. What's weird is there's supposed to be a stat that's kind of hidden that determines your eligibility for high-ranking chests like red and black. And every time one of those chests spawns, it's supposed to reduce the likelihood for another one of high quality to spawn. Now, the fact that we got 2 red chests, not just in one run, on one floor, and really, like, within half the floor, is crazy to me. Okay, so there is that. Let's go back to the shop. We'll buy a blank. Or do I want the proton pack? I can't afford the proton pack. I can't afford the Ring of Mimic Friendship, but I actually don't mind fighting mimics. I almost prefer it just from the fact that you can... Well, you can open the chest and get the item without paying a key for it. Yes, you have to fight an enemy, but I don't find them all that difficult, especially if you draw them out of the treasure room into a room that has a lot of space to move around. Their shots aren't that difficult, especially the lower level mimics. They only shoot out 3 bullets at a time. Some of the higher level mimics, the red and the black ones, they can be kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, but all in all, shouldn't be that terrible. It's better than not being able to get any item. Oh, we got the Junk Knight. Okay. So we're going to fight the boss. Before I fight the boss, I want to ramp up the rad gun as best I can. So basically, every time you get this active reload, it increases the damage on that clip. Now, if you mess up the active reload, then it does revert back down to, yeah, the lower levels of it. Mostly, I just wanted it for the opening volley against this boss. Unfortunately, it is the Amoconda, and unfortunately, I have used all the blanks. So, I don't have very high hopes of flawlessing, but it is possible. I've done it before, and there goes my chances at doing it again. As soon as I say it, well, I've done it before, and not this time, though. Try to clear out that little add-on. Okay. Ooh. I don't know how I've dodged some of these shots. Wow. The fact that I've only been hit once on this and not maybe 4 or 5 times is amazing to me. Okay, there we go. That one made sense. I cannot be mad that I got hit there. Some of the other ones, I'm amazed I didn't get hit by, where I was just barely weaving around the bullets. Okay, he's gonna get a little bit of HP back there. I tried to prevent it, just couldn't get the damage out in time. It's not like I'm rolling around with great weapons here. Okay, come on, drop a key. Please drop a key. Okay, cool, we got a key for that red chest. We got ammo for... I'm gonna say for this. We got the Helix, which is a pretty decent gun. We did go to the secret room. So yeah, let's just come down here, open up this chest, and we'll go down to the Abbey. And this is the Zor gun. Don't push the red button. So what's this do? Each clip contains an explosive final shot. Okay. And that is that red shot all the way down at the bottom there. Yeah, we're gonna go down to the Abbey of the True Gun. It's a little scary. Especially without getting any extra HP on the first couple floors. You know, but that all comes down to me just not doing as well in the boss fights as I should. I got no one to blame but myself and Amoconda. Okay, so this is interesting. Here is the Cartographer's Ring. This is what it does for us. So we see we have 2 green chests. We have our shop here, we have what appears to be a gun muncher right there. And I can't tell if that's a normal room or if that's a secret room. I feel like the secret rooms are usually shaded in gray when you see them just kind of out like that. Okay, so, you know, first floor, oubliette, second floor, yeah, those are kind of how you build up the run. Abbey of the True Gun lets you know if that run is going to bring you to the end of the game, or if you're just kind of doomed with the weapons you've got. Because it's very likely that if you don't have good enough guns, or at least good enough passives to modify the guns that you have, the boss fight on this floor can just take long enough to where you just slowly get whittled out of health. And it takes a while, you know. I'll have to get hit several times, but some of this boss's attacks can easily catch you off guard. Oh, this is some nonsense. What is happening right now? He's still alive? He must have just run up there. I thought he died when I was no longer able to see him next to this enemy. Okay, there's one down. There's two down. And a whole nother wave. Alright. Get shit on, jammed enemy. No one's got time for your nonsense. Get out of here. Okay. Moving along. I'm not a fan of that shaman. Not a fan of this gun cultist. These guys need to get out of my face. Yeah, get him, Gun Knight. Or, not Gun Knight. Junk Knight. Come on, have keys. Alright, so there's a key for sale. We got 38 special, lowercase r, Winchester. None of those are very spectacular. And again, I've not been paying attention for Brick of Cash. It's a habit that I need to break when I have the weapon, or the passive. It's just something I'm not used to keeping an eye out for. I'm more used to just kind of checking a couple of pretty obvious rooms throughout the floor for the secret room. I'm not used to it just being like, hey, here it is. Especially when I have the map revealed and it's not showing on the map. I'm really not used to that. There is another item you can unlock. It's called the Gungeon Blueprint, and it basically acts as, you know, the cartographer's ring, but every floor is revealed. I'm gonna walk over towards the boss. We're not gonna fight it yet. Mostly I just want to go into this room to see if... Okay, so that's not the secret room with the gun muncher in it. I do want to kind of prepare some guns for the muncher. Namely the shot bow and maybe the Gungeon Eagle. So let me go ahead and use the Eagle for the rest of this floor. Okay, so I've got this teleporter. I'm gonna go back up to this teleporter and try to get the chest up on the top side of this floor. Mostly because I think the secret room could be right there. Could be. Not guaranteed to be. Not by a long shot guaranteed to be. I don't know. There's space for it. That's really the reason I think it could be there. That's my only reasoning behind it, is there is room for it just above it. There's room for the secret room above the treasure room, is what I'm trying to say. That's why I suspect it could be there. So there's, on the shop on the last floor, there's an item called Ring of Mimic Friendship, and that basically makes it so none of the chests can be mimics. And that's fine. All it means is that you just need more keys than you might if you would run into mimics. And if you're having a run with a bunch of keys, good for you. I'm not. There is... Anyways, what I was going to say is there is a counterpart item to it called the Mimic Tooth Necklace. And what it does is kind of the opposite. It turns every chest into a mimic. Now, if you combine those two, every chest turns into a mimic, and then no mimics can be found. So every chest ends up basically just being unlocked, which is, you know, a better deal than having to fight a mimic in every treasure room and every other room that a chest can spawn on. But yeah, if I had to choose between just one of those two items, I would pick the Mimic Tooth Necklace every time. It saves you keys, which in turn saves you money, which will let you, you know, you can buy more planks on the shop, or more weapons, leaves you more money open to health and armor, just for, you know, livability purposes. Okay, so I'm not seeing the little brick of cash dude anywhere. Is he gonna be in here? There he is. So I was right. Ah, okay, this is the guy. I am Brother Alburn, knower of several truths. If thou seekest to open mine truth chest, then ponder mine question thusly. What did thou eat for breakfast? Punks like you. He doesn't look very amused by that. Hey, but it was the right answer. Verily it must be so. Receive thy reward, O truthful hero. Yeah, all of his questions, it doesn't matter. You will get it right. And that sucked. That was terrible. Oh my god. And then Flame Hand, which is... it's a weapon I don't care for that much. It's fine, it's okay. It catches dudes on fire, which is cool. But all in all, it has variable damage. The flavor text on it, I'll pull it up here in a second, actually gives you an idea of how that damage is sort of calculated. I don't know how they would calculate the intelligence stat, but it's like, yeah, 2d6 plus int mod, which is a reference to like Dungeons and Dragons. So it's saying you would roll 2d6s and then add your intelligence modifier stat to it, and that would be the roll you get. The weapon acts sort of on its own, or acts similarly to that. It has several different damage states, and it just kind of rolls between them. And you can tell visually, based off of the size of the fireball that comes out, how much damage it's doing in comparison to other fireballs that you're shooting out. So we got another key. That's good. Unfortunately, we are opening a lot of chests and don't have too many chests to give to this guy. I wonder if I could have broken. I wonder if I could have broken Brother Alburn's chest in the secret room there, and maybe gotten some junk for Sir Junkin. I don't know if that would work though. Might be worth trying sometime. Oh, okay. I just got hit there. Just stood there and got hit. I can't tell if he's actually hitting this enemy or not, or if he's just standing next to him. Alright, so I've taken half a heart of damage. There's at least half heart on the floor. Heart of ice! Oh, thank God. I'm happy with that. Just HP and, I don't know, a little offensive bonus if I take damage, which we'll get value out of that. Okay, so let's go back over here and gun munch the shot bow and this Gungeon Eagle. See what we get out of it. We do have some pretty decent guns to fight the boss with. Or, I guess if I wanted to say it properly in English, with which to fight the boss. I'm not going to be using the flare gun for this boss fight. I am going to be using the, what was it called? The Zor gun? Oh, the Rubidyne prototype. That's fine. Shoots out bouncy bullets. They bounce a couple times. Yeah, I'm going to be using the Zor gun and the Helix. The Helix shoots out 2 bullets. Kind of what you would expect them to do. They wind around each other like a Helix. Oh, the zombie bullets actually refunded that 1 ammo that I had spent there. Woo! I don't know how I managed to dodge through that without getting hit. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna blank right there. Got an extra one, why not? Okay. Yeah, this is actually dealing quite a lot of damage to the boss here. Thank you. Thank you, Zorgun, for showing up on this run. Oh, cool. And I think the explosive shot may be homing at the end. Or it kind of looked like it... kind of looked like it followed him in there and then just bored into his head. But all these other ones do not appear to be doing that. Like that. What's going on with that? Okay, so we ran out of ammo. We don't get an ammo drop for it. I have the supply drop active for starting with the Marine. So maybe I'll use that. Yeah, I went into this boss fight with full HP, and oh god, now I'm down to 1 heart. Which, I mean, it's only my fault. I did some bad dodges, I took some bad damage. I'm actually regretting using the blank to get into the secret room. I would have rather had that, just to prevent a little bit of damage taken. Actually, as you can see, I went from 1 heart to 1.5 hearts, and that is thanks to the blood brooch. Alright, so we got Mahogany, it's a fine weapon. We got some HP, it's always helpful. I don't think there's anything else for us to do on this floor. We'll check the shop. I don't really want any of those weapons. Lowercase r shoots out letters. The 38 special shoots out tiny bullets. Kind of what you would expect. I guess you wouldn't know what to expect lowercase r to do if you haven't seen it, but it shoots out bullets that spell out bullet. Okay, so we've got another floor revealed by the cartography ring. So our shop's down here. I like to do a beeline to the shop just so I can start picking up keys. So we'll go to the right and then down. And then we'll just kind of check out this area later. Actually, I'm going to come up this way first, get that item, whatever it is. So it could be a passive that will help us. It could be a gun that will help us. What kind of chest is it? Green? We might be breaking that brown chest. Just to get junk. And of course, you know, right when I get the junk knight is when they give me the 2 very high value chests, the 2 red ones. Which gave me the... I know it gave me the blood brooch. Was the Zorgun the other one in there? I know the blood brooch was really what I was excited for. Which it may have healed me again. I don't think I've picked up HP yet. Yeah, it's very good. I've had it before on the other save file. And it's... I mean, it's carried me through boss fights before. It's helped me kill the dragon before. It doesn't carry through into your past. You basically just start with nothing in your past. You get your starter gun, you get another gun, and then you get maybe an active, and that just kind of depends. So wow, this is a good room for us. We've got ammo for the Zorgun? Yes. We got a cell key, and we got the replacement arm for Ox. So we should be able to move that up to the next floor on this run. I do not see... Oh, wow, okay. Metronome is pretty good. Metronome, I'll bring it up here in a second. I don't see the brick of cash, dude, in that room. Metronome improves equipped gun on each sequential kill. Taking damage or changing guns will reduce the bonus back to 0. So basically, if you get hit, puts you back to 0 bonus damage, and then if you switch guns, it also reverts back to 0. And it will let you know that you've messed up by playing a little tone. It's kind of the opposite of that. That tone is when you kill an enemy. Yeah, and it reset back. This gun, or I'm sorry, this passive has some really good synergies with certain weapons. For example, starting weapon, if you can flawless the game, if you can get through the game without taking any damage, which is something I have no skill, like not even close to enough skill to accomplish at this point. But if you could use your starting weapon and metronome, and by the end of the game it would be doing a ton of damage. Oh! I just rolled into that pit. Bad and also dumb. Okay. This guy is dead? Okay. What do we need ammo for? Oh, I switched guns. Silly me. I'll take it for the Helix, I guess. So this boss, 3rd floor, I'm gonna guess that it's probably the Treadnought based off of the room. Who else can be on the 3rd floor? It's the Treadnought, Cannon Balrog, and The Mine Flayer, Mine Priest, whatever that dude's name is. Asshole. Okay, so there's our secret room. We've got the Siren, which is a pretty good shotgun. Wow, and the secret room has 2 keys in it. Okay. So we definitely don't need to buy keys. So let's just come up here. I'm interested in this room. It's a shop. That guy usually has some pretty decent equipment to buy. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use the flame hand here. Partially for the damage per second, partially for the piercing. Okay. That went fine. We got the balloon. We sent the arm up to the next floor, so on the next run it should be in the dungeon proper. I'm glad that it doesn't send it through the secret floors, because that could kind of be annoying if you had to go down to the Abbey of the True Gun to progress that quest. And it would only be annoying, I think, because you're not guaranteed to go down there every run. Obviously, if you play perfectly, yes, you are kind of guaranteed 2 keys on the first floor. But sometimes the water barrels just get broken by enemies. There's not a lot you can do about it. Sometimes you take bad damage like that. Anyways, I was going to say sometimes you take a hit on this dungeon proper before you can deliver the old crest. Anyways, we took some bad damage on that. We got killed by a Cubulon. I actually had pretty high hopes for this run based off of the equipment we had. The Zorgun was doing great for bosses. The Metronome really helps clearing out the floor. And the Blood Brooch and Brick of Cash are both really good items just for helping you recover from taking bad damage and helping you gain a little bit of an advantage over the rest of your run by finding secret rooms. Anyways, that's it for this run. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click the like button, click subscribe. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BigBadBard, and if you follow me there, it'll let you know when I'm about to go live. And you can follow me on Twitch at BigBadBardMedia. If you don't want to do any of that stuff, I'm sorry, I said Twitch. I meant Twitter at BigBadBardMedia. If you don't want to do any of that stuff, just hang out for the next episode.